Alright, what's up everyone? Today I want to make a video about a nice little trade where I noticed some nice market structure where I could really explain on how I read it and hopefully help some people with reading the markets. If you like this sort of content, please feel free to subscribe and like and comment, etc. So it's regarding this trade that I had about $500 profit on. It's a challenge account, so it's not funded. I just requested 2 payouts. You can check out my previous videos. So that's really nice, but I'm trying to pass another account, so I have like more than 2. But yeah, without further ado, I put it in replay mode. This is a little bit of a spoiler, but yeah, oh well. I just want to explain it this way. I think it's the best way. So what you're seeing here is that the market structure is clearly bullish. What happens is, wait a moment, my other monitor, so it's a little bit different. What happens is this is the new higher low and this is the higher high. As soon as it broke above this structure, this became like the new higher high and this is the new higher low, right? So the market structure is clearly bullish, and what ends up happening here is that it actually tries to break above, tries to create a new higher high, but it fails. As you can see, it's failing, and it even closes under this structure. This doesn't mean that it's still bearish, that it went bearish, because it will only become bearish as soon as it closes under the previous higher low. So unless it closes under here, it's still bullish. But as you can see, it's clearly signaling that it's not that bullish anymore, right? But market structure technically is still bullish. So here it was giving sort of trying to still go up, but failing again. Or well, not yet, but soon. As you can see here, it actually, I'm not sure if it closed under. Let me just take, I don't think so. So this was the higher low up until that point. It failed to close under, but then here it closed under the structure. So from here on out, this right here is the new lower high, and this is still creating the lower low. Well, it now created, so from here on out, this is the higher low, and this is the lower low. Excuse me. This is the lower low, and this is the lower high. Yeah, lower high, lower low. We're bearish right now. So as soon as we went bearish, I was interested in a short, right? It's more obvious to go for a short whenever the market structure is bearish, and it's more obvious to go for a long whenever the market structure is bullish. So I went into a short here. I had my original stop loss a little bit tighter, and I had an original TP of here. It was like a 3x. But then I think the next candle, yeah, was super bearish, like almost halfway to my original TP, which was around $500 or 450 or something. So then I lowered my take profit all the way to over here, and I hired my stop loss because I felt more secure on taking a little bit more risk on this trade. So what ends up happening, it creates a new lower low here, creating a new lower high here, and then breaking it again. So it's forming like a nice structure where, oh, my TP is a little bit in the way, but yeah, nice little structure where this is now the new lower low, and this is the new lower high. And then it just had a massive push, almost hitting my TP, which was for 1300 at this point. But sadly it didn't. But this was the market structure what I wanted to sort of talk about as well. Because what ends up happening here, as you can see, this this is the new lower low, and this you could count probably as the uh, the lower high. You can also check it with using the line chart. Look, because then it actually shows, oh yeah, it's actually like a high, or yeah, how you want to call it, right? So this counts as the lower high, and this counts as the lower low. Sometimes it's just nice to check. So back to candles we go. And yeah, as you can see, it fails to push under, which is already like a red flag, right? This is one red flag, but still nothing too much to worry about. But after that, trying again, failing again, and actually, well, closing bullish, trying again, and tried again and failing again. As you can see, like it even pushed under a little bit the previous candle, but ended up engulfing it. So these candles, these three candles are actually like, or four actually, are a pretty big indication to me that the market's actually reverting. Like, and that's the moment when I chose to lower my stop loss to under this, to above this structure, um, because I didn't feel like confident in the trade anymore. In hindsight, I should have probably done something else, which I will explain in a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, from here on out, it just went bullish, right? Um, Not yet, because this is the, but you know what I mean. One sec. Here, from here on out, it's actually bullish, but you could have predicted the move basically from it failing to create a new lower low. This is for me a big red flag that it's probably is failing the lower low. And what I should have done on hindsight is probably not exit on this candle, because this is not enough. This one is probably not enough. This one, you could say maybe the next one will actually push through, but then this one engulfing, the fourth one, I think these are like at least three candles. This one, and the fourth one are definitely signs that it's actually wants to go up, and it's actually failing to create a lower low. So what I should have done here is I should have exited and actually entered along here with a nice little like stop loss under, and then yeah, I could have gone for a 2x, that would already been hit, but I could have gone for maybe even more, but let's say it would go for 2x. It was a simple 2x trade, right? Because we're almost at the live market. Let's see where it's now. It's here. This is the live market. So it would have actually, and it's still going, it's at a 2.5x right now for a long. And that's just based of it failing to create a lower low. And yeah, but I didn't exit here, I exited here. So instead of taking the profit around this area, which would have probably netted me around 800 to 900 on the account, I took 500. And also I didn't capitalize on the potential long. But it's mentally quite tough to go against your original plan, because my TP was here, and it's double frustrating going against your original plan, because then you're like double wrong. You're losing money, plus you're not making the money that you would have made. But yeah, I should, for me personally, I think sometimes it's good, whenever the signs are pretty clear like this, to just let go of your original plan, take your wins, be super happy about it. Like, okay, I took $800, really nice. And then go for another trade, and again, risk what you are willing to risk on that trade. So on this trade, I would probably would want to risk $200, right? Which would end up making the total amount I've made still 600 if I would have lost it. And just be 100% mentally okay with it. You need to be mentally okay with every risk you take. But I'm sometimes, like on a good day, I would have probably done this, but this clearly wasn't my best trading day. So don't be too hard on yourself. Like, I'm not being too hard on myself. I'm just taking the win, $500, really nice. I could have taken more. I could have definitely passed the account today, but let's take a positive. Let's learn the lesson. And yeah, hopefully some people learned some lessons with me on market structure and basically this nice little example of yeah, of market structure and how I read it. Yeah, again, if you like this sort of content, leaving a like, leaving a sub, leaving a comment, etc. is very much appreciated. Also, I have a Discord, but the Discord is still messy. People are joining and then they're leaving because I haven't. It's just like the template standard whatever of a Discord. Um, I didn't change anything yet, but I will soon. So yeah, if you're willing to wait for that and or just have a chat with me, feel free to join. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely trading day, remainder of your trading day, and a lovely weekend. See ya.